Happy afternoon. Happy Thursday afternoon. How's everybody doing? It is just beautiful weather out here, and I know I talk about the weather a lot, but I just love to come outside and spend a little time and enjoy the day and enjoy the weather. Like April and May, those are just like great months, besides sometimes the bad weather. But, in order to have some good, we got to have a little bit of bad. All right, let's get to that last Shel Silverstein book that I'm going to read is The Giving Tree. It is a 2.6, half a point. Quiz number is 5469. And this is actually one of Shel Silverstein's first books. I think it might have been like his second or third. But anyway, he wrote this about how we get things from nature, okay? And so you'll see what he's talking about whenever I read the book. Of course, it's called The Giving Tree. And so I have a tree behind me. It's actually a fig tree. And what does the fig tree give us? It gives us figs. We, if the squirrels don't get them first, or the birds, or if they fall, but my husband and I love to get the figs, and we like to eat them. My whole family likes them, actually. And I have taken them and made fig preserves before, and I just, oh my gosh, love, love, love fig preserves. So it's a little bit of an example like what we're about to read about, called The Giving Tree. So that gives us figs, but it also provides us what? It provides shade on that side of the deck. So thought that would be, kind of fitting to go along with our story. All right, you ready? And I'm going to go ahead and warn you. This book has some writing in it, some coloring in it. This is the only copy that I have at the library, and I did not find one here. I think I have one in my teacher materials, but those are packed up. So someone, either on purpose or accidentally, it looks maybe like it might have been accidental, that they actually laid a marker on the book and it bled through several pages. And someone actually colored in the book. So my guess is someone checked it out, they took it home, and a little brother or little sister got a hold of some markers and colored in the book. Because this is actually black and white illustrations. So any color that you see in it, I can't remember, maybe the apples. But there should not be any color, okay? All right. I just want to go ahead and mention that before I show you, because you're going to notice it. Once there was a tree, and this is what I'm talking about. See, it's like an orange spot. So here's the tree. And she loved a little boy. And there's the little boy's foot. And every day the boy would come. And he would gather her leaves. Would you like to go outside and play in the leaves sometimes, especially whenever it's fall and you have a big bunch of leaves, big pile of leaves? And make them into crowns and play king of the forest. So there he made him a crown of leaves. He would climb up her trunk. See? His body's on the other side, but his legs and arms are on here. So he took his shoes off. And swing from her branches. Do you see him? There he is. Look at his feet. And eat apples. So they tell us she's an apple tree. And they would play hide and go seek. And look, see her branch? What is her branch doing? He's pointing to where he is, right? And when he was tired, he would sleep in her shade. That's like the best, is to be able to sleep in the shade of a tree. And the boy loved the tree. Oh yeah, it's easier to read this way. So look at him. He's hugging the tree. Very much. And the tree was happy. And he put a little, he carved me plus T. What's the T stand for? Tree. But time went by. Now what do you notice? Look at the little boy. You see him over here? And now what happened? He's getting older. He's like kind of like a teenager, right? And the boy grew older. And now he's got me, M-E, and Y-L. And look, there's an extra set of feet. And so what do you think that is? He has a girlfriend. And the tree was often alone. So he's gotten older. Then one day the boy came to the tree, and the tree said, "Come, boy, come and climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and eat apples and play in my shade and be happy." "I am too big to climb and play," said the boy. "I want to buy things and have fun. I want some money. Can you give me some money?" "I'm sorry," said the tree, "but I have no money. I only have leaves and apples. Take my apples, boy, and sell them in the city. Then you will have money and you will be happy." Somebody's written that, so disregard that. That was not supposed to be there. So the tree is asking him to come and play in his branches and to eat his apples and to sit in his shade. And what did the little boy say? He says, "I'm too old to do those things now." All right, and the next page does have the color on it that someone colored. And so the boy climbed up the tree and gathered her apples and carried them away. And the tree was happy. So the boy asked for what from the tree? He had wanted money. And so the tree said, "Well, come and get my apples and you can sell them and then you can get money." But the boy stayed away for a long time, and the tree was sad. And then one day the boy came back, and the tree shook with joy. And she said, "Come, boy, climb up my trunk and swing from my branches and be happy." "I'm too busy to climb trees," said the boy. "I want a house to keep me warm," he said. "I want a wife and I want children, and so I need a house. Can you give me a house?" "I have no house," said the tree. "The forest is my house, but you may cut off my branches and build a house. Then you will be happy." So now, do you see the picture of he's not a boy anymore, is it? He's a man now. So now, he's grown up to be a man, and he wants a wife, and he wants a house. And the tree said, what did the tree say? "I'll give you my branches." And so the boy cut off her branches and carried them away to build his house. So, and the tree was happy. But the boy stayed away for a long time, and when he came back, the tree was so happy she could hardly speak. "Come, boy," she whispered, "come and play." "I'm too old and sad to play," said the boy. "I want a boat that will take me far away from here. Can you give me a boat?" "Cut down my trunk and make a boat," said the tree. "Then you can sail away and be happy." So now the man has become an older man. And what does he want now? He wants a boat. And what did the tree tell him to do? Cut down my trunk. So he first had to cut down the branches to make a what? House. And now She's telling him, take my trunk. And so the boy cut down her trunk and made a boat and sailed away. And the tree was happy, but not really. And after a long time, the boy came back. I am sorry, boy, said the tree, but I have nothing left to give you. My apples are gone. My teeth are too weak for apples, said the boy. My branches are gone, said the tree. You cannot swing on them. I am too old to swing on branches, said the boy. My trunk is gone, said the tree. You cannot climb. I am too tired to climb, said the boy. I am sorry. I wish that I could give you something, but I have nothing left. I'm just an old stump. I am sorry. So the tree is what? The tree's feeling bad and sad because what? He says he doesn't have anything left to give the boy. I don't need very much now, said the boy. Just a quiet place to sit and rest. I'm very tired. Well, said the tree, straightening herself up as much as she could. Well, an old stump is good for sitting and resting. Come, boy, sit down. Sit down and rest. And the boy did. And the tree was happy. The end. And here's a color picture. And why do you think that book is called The Giving Tree? Think about that. Who is doing the giving? They're actually both. Okay, the tree is considered a character. And what does she give? She gives shade, apples, a place to climb. Then she gives apples to sell. Then she gives branches to make a home. Then she gives her trunk to make a boat. What does the little boy give? At the beginning, he does what? He gives her love and attention and companionship, and he gives her company. But then as he grows older, it would tell you it was a long time. He would stay away a long time. So in between those visits, you can tell there had been many years in between, and the tree was lonely. So the boy kind of got older and didn't give that companionship and that love to the tree as much as he did. So it was kind of like a love between a mom and a child, or a dad and a child, or a parent, any parent or any family member and a child, and that child grows up and moves and leaves away. The parent is going to continue to love the child regardless of how old they are and regardless of what they do in their life. So that's called unconditional love, and that's the kind of love that the tree had for the little boy. And so she gave all of herself, all the way down to her stump. And the last thing was, the little boy, when she was an old man at this point, he says, I really don't need any more. I don't need a lot. I'm tired. And I've heard older people say that when you get, up in age, just really, you don't need all of these material things. You don't need all these things in your house. You just need some people to love you, and you need, just food and a roof and be healthy. And you need, like I said, you need love. So that is actually one of my favorite Shel Silverstein books. If you will Google and go to, I believe it's a YouTube channel, and find a video. There was a video, and I don't remember. I know there might be different choices, but I showed this a couple of years ago. It's actually one of my first years as a media specialist, and there was a video. And at the end of it, whenever I saw it, Miss Byrd, I got all teary-eyed. It was just the way that they made that video. It was kind of like a cartoon, but it just showed the love and the devotion between the tree and the little boy, and just did a perfect job of doing that. So if you get a chance, go and see if you can find that video, because it just makes this book come to life even more. Okay? All right? One more day this week, guys. You all have a beautiful, beautiful afternoon, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.